Hello, my beautiful Virgo. This is V with PharaohsTarot, and I'm here with your weekly elemental earth game reading. We're pulling up a little late this week, but we're going to take care of you. We got the cards pulled. We're going to keep it as brief and as thorough as possible. I've been saying it for all the readings that we're kind of late on this week, but they've been running long, okay? I'm going to try my best to keep it short because I know y'all have another reading coming up in a few days. In the meantime, just announcement, we will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or give a donation, all the information is in the description box below. Keep in mind, we have our summer sale happening, 30% off all of our tarot readings, okay? Just visit www.PharaohsTarot.com in the description box. Click the reading that you want, and it's automatically applied at checkout, so no codes or anything. Just click and go. All right, Virgo, so let's tap in. You got the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the King of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so this is letting me know that there was like a slow moving energy. Okay, you were wanting it to speed up, and so you decided to carry the burden. This is the equivalent of a person telling you they're gonna change or they're gonna do something different and they're not. So you have to pick up the slack for where they're not growing. Or this is a job telling you they're gonna promote you, they're gonna do this and that, and you wanted a pay rise or something like that, and you're still carrying all this weight. You're still doing 5 jobs to one person and they're still not coming in. You're making a decision. Okay, you're making a decision to maybe move forward, move up out of there, move towards things that actually honor you, move towards a energy that's moving. Okay, something that's reciprocal, something that's gonna really benefit you. Okay. Maybe Tiger Eyes is a good stone for you right now. It's a very protective stone, number one. And it's also helps with your focus, okay? And maybe you're going to move into like a solitary state for a little bit. Maybe some of y'all are going to work from home. Or maybe some of y'all are going to be single for a second. And so that's going to help you find joy with being with yourself. All right, we got the Empress. Okay, so you stepping into this new power of allowing. Okay, I did it kind of fast, like bask in this energy for a little bit. This is Venus, okay? This is reciprocal energy. This is generosity. This is love. This is also allowing change, right? This is being in touch with the seasons. So there's a time to move and a time to not. Just because it's feminine energy, there's still work to be put in, but you know when to move. You know when to rest. You know when to give, and you know when to receive. Okay, you know when to cap off your giving. And that's how you stay abundant, by knowing certain things, monitoring how things are growing. So imagine if you're having crops, you're monitoring what's happening so that you can make the proper changes that you need to make along the way. Okay, this is being more locked in. Okay, you've been through a lot of tough challenges that help you with this. So it's like a Slumdog Millionaire effect. Remember in that movie how the character was answering all the questions on the game show correctly because they were showing flashbacks of when he learned the answer. So you learned a lot through experience. And that's what made you very wise. And so now it's time to use that wisdom. Okay? They're highlighting the heart area. So maybe your heart chakra is evolving. And it's time to actually use that energy. Maybe some heart chakra work. Like yoga has some really good heart openers. Some easy little back bends. Something like that. Okay, you have the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, Queen of Wands, the Lovers, and the Three of Cups. And you can also wear green too for your heart chakra. This is evolving, maybe some green and some pink, maybe a lotus flower or something like that. You got the Knight of Swords with the King of Cups with the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is you. Maybe your mind is okay. That was so cute, that message that just came through. Maybe it's somebody that you're looking at that you really like, but you don't really know what to say. So like in your mind, you kind of feel like that child, like maybe I'm going to say something silly, or maybe I'm going to stumble over my words, like trying to, like that's just like one little message. I think that is so adorable. That is really cute. The other way I'm seeing this is that, okay, you're combining that energy within yourself that healed masculinity that you took time to heal. Maybe your masculinity was overactive because you had such, as a child, maybe you had a lot of responsibilities, or maybe you had children really young, so it puts you into a place of having to grow up quickly. And so you had a lot of that masculine energy and overdrive, so now you're learning how to just like temper that out. And with this feminine Queen of Wands, you're letting the part of that Empress show, so you're attracting more, because it's like, I don't know, you're looking good, you popping, male or female, however it translates for you. It's just the energy of it. Yeah, you like walking around, maybe you changed your hair recently, like this Leo, they're highlighting the Leo up there, like you got your mane like looking all good, something like that. That's cute. And so we have that's sweet, and we have the Lovers with the 3 of Cups. So yeah, there's something that you want. Let's see. You want success in a particular area of your life, okay? Maybe you're actually, if it's a job situation, you're trying to partner what you're actually naturally creatively good at and what you have a natural love for to have success. But with this Gemini here, whatever it is going to require communication. It's going to require you to put yourself out there with this 3 of Cups. Yeah, you got the 6 of Wands. So you will have victory, but it's going to, like I said, this page, it's a messenger. You're going to have to like send a message, send a resume, send a note of interest, reach out to somebody, maybe like apply for the home, send the letter for a home you want, you know, just put yourself out there. Some of y'all trying to buy a home, that's what that was. High Priestess with the Hermit, the 8 of Cups, everything is fine, 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So we have the High Priestess here. Hold on, y'all. I like to have air energy while I'm doing these readings. Well, all the elements really, but with the air, specifically the air just went out, so I just need some more of that. So we had a High Priestess, the Hermit, 8 of Cups, Pseudo 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so intuitively you know, and you showed up in your own reading, Virgo. Intuitively you know what you need to do, right? And this is like you pulling back a little bit to reassess, right? That's where that tiger's eye is going to come in to help you focus, because maybe you want to be in the mix a little bit more, and they're trying to help you walk away from something, okay? Maybe walk away from being on social media too much. Maybe y'all watching a lot of tarot readings. Maybe y'all taking in a lot of advice from podcasts and advice from all these forums, from unhealed people just giving their opinion on stuff. And you know how to heal. You've healed yourself many times over is what I'm hearing. So it's time for you to trust yourself. Trust that wisdom that you've developed. I never really noticed this ring in the camera, but Sugalite, maybe that would be helpful for some of y'all. Really good for the crown chakra. Excuse me, Sugalite. So we have everything is fine, 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, okay? So this is the Pseudo 10 of Swords. And so you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing about a partnership that the divine is giving you clarity or brought clarity in about. It's something that you're really passionate, something that you're good at. They're really highlighting something that you are, that sparks your creativity, really sparks your interest, something that you would do voluntarily. Someone who you would want to be with voluntarily. Like, it's an easy no-brainer if you really stop overthinking about it. You got the 6 of Swords with the, you are a badass being full of life-loving possibilities, okay? Maybe you're feeling you're not good enough, or you're feeling like you're not qualified enough, or you're feeling like something that this not enoughness, or that you won't have the strength to carry through all of those negative thoughts. You have everything you need. You have everything you need. And my voice kind of quivered on there. So maybe you got to tell yourself that. Maybe you don't, people didn't tell you that a lot growing up. Maybe people didn't tell you were enough growing up. Maybe you were always having to prove yourself. Prove yourself, provide for yourself. You can't really, and it's hard for you to trust for somebody to come in and like kind of if it's a business situation, take over a certain part, or a love situation to kind of be your help person, male or female, be your partner. You know, we're not really having no gender roles or things like that. And if you do, it's you know, totally your prerogative. But I'm not saying in that way. I'm just saying like your partner. You got the World, the Justice, King of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Okay. So there could be an ending coming to a legal situation that's going to have a big payout for you. But it's time for you to be patient and just wait for that. This is also the ending of some sort of like deep dark night of the soul, some sort of shadow work you're doing. Okay, because of that work, the divine is going to bring in balance and help you out. Okay, remember, they're going to help you. You do your part. Your part is to stay grounded and stable. Maybe to use your resources wisely, to be generous when you can, to help when you can. And not everything is monetary based. Sometimes people just need a little bit of your time. Maybe volunteer somewhere. Show some love and support for the environment, the world around you, your community. They're highlighting this tie. Dress to impress. So if y'all are going through a hard time, it's like, don't let them see you sweat throughout this process. You know, regardless of what your religious background is. I'm just referencing something from this religious book, the Bible, and it's like, can't remember who was saying it, but they were going through a fast, and then a lot of the people were, you know, they wanted to show that they were fasting, so they would, you know, come in all tired and downtrodden and having such a hard time. They wanted people to know. And then it might have been JC. It might have been JC that said, you know, when you're fasting, you know, put a little oil on your head. You know, get yourself together. You know, that process is between you and the divine. But when you step out here, step out right. So it's this energy of like, it's not fake it till you make it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you can tighten up a little bit while you're going through this. It may be challenging, but you can do that. Okay? So you got Sag energy, Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. Yeah. And you know, Sag is like a mutable energy. So, being changeable has this way to help you find balance. You know what I mean? Being adaptable. All right. So we're gonna pull a Shaman Oracle card. 9 of Cups. Emotional stability internally. Like this video while I'm shuffling this. Wow, woman. Nice. Share it out. Subscribe and join our community. Remember our 30% off tarot sale. Yeah, some try to stifle your growth. Okay, like I'm saying, it's really giving like something going back to your childhood. Like really, maybe you were like this very outspoken child before this happened, or maybe you like expressed yourself very vividly before this happened, or maybe you used to talk a lot and something happened and it traumatized you, and now you barely talk at all, or you don't really express your emotions and you're afraid to express your emotions. Okay, because maybe you always got consequences when you express yourself. So it taught you how to shut down, but you are really the wild woman, male or female. You really have this amazing magnetic energy, this beautiful heart. And you see this heart is kind of upside down. You can't really see it. So maybe, yeah, a major change. And it's a heart on both of these cards. Intuitively, you know it's time to break out of this shell, to break out of this karmic curse, to break out of this generational curse. And the divine is like, yeah, it is time. And they're bringing that in with that justice. Libra, you might have Libra in your chart, but even if you don't, it's still coming in for you. So trust and believe you will be victorious. Just be patient. Allow Archangel Michael to help you. Allow Archangel Michael to protect your energy. Ask for protection of your energy on a daily. You got the owl. Yeah, like I said, you got a lot of wisdom. And during this time, this period in your life, and even moving forward, move in silence. Owls are the most silent of the birds. Okay, they see something they want, they silently go for it. They're not telling everybody their plans. They're not getting all this extra energy on it. They also have the ability to see in the dark and the light. Okay, they can switch vision. So some of y'all might have Scorpio in your chart because you can see things that other people can't. Okay, and maybe like that has prevented you from being a seer or being a speaker, because you tell people things about themselves and you see how they take offense to it. That's because they just wasn't ready to hear or not ready to acknowledge it. So also be mindful of your gifts, because not everyone is ready. So you're learning how to handle this newfound love of self. And don't be afraid to live out loud. Those who are going to rock with you, going to rock with you. And those who don't. But with this wind card, some storms come to clear out the way. So just ride this wave. The divine is with you, Virgo. Hopefully this was helpful. If it was, like the video, please. Share, subscribe it out. We go live over on TikTok. Join us over there. We love to have you. We also have oracle cards on Instagram. Everything is at Pharaoh's Tarot. And the description box contains everything that you need. All right? Love and light to you, Virgo. Namaste.